Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's staying safe. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. We're just a little over 10 subscribers away from giving away our first big prize, and would love to do that before Christmas. So the winter meetings have finished up, and in my next vlog, we'll go into that a little bit more in depth. But I thought today we could talk about a rumor that was coming out of the winter meetings, and go even further and make a bold prediction on that rumor. And we're talking about no one else than Mr. Justin Turner. And if you don't know who Justin Turner is, outside of the COVID fiasco that happened this year, here's a skinny on him. He's going to be 36 years old, was the third baseman for the World Series Los Angeles Dodgers, and this guy can hit. In 2020, he put up an average of .307 with 4 home runs and a 1.5 WAR, and he's been productive for some time. 2019, right up there again, .290 average, 27 dingers and a 4.1 WAR. 2018, even better, an average of .312, 14 home runs, and a WAR of 4.9. So this is the third baseman you want on your team. The real question with Justin Turner, I think moving forward, is whether or not he can hit. We know he can hit. His bat will decline. It's whether or not he can actually play third base. With those knee injuries in that age, that's going to be the big question mark. And if the DH was going to be in the National League for next season, and I don't think it is, it would be a no-brainer that Justin Turner's services would be a lot more in demand. But with that not happening, it's really limited to where he can and would go. Now, there's been some rumors recently about some teams that have been sniffing around at him, including the Washington Nationals and my Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll talk about that in a little bit more in depth. I don't want him for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's nothing against Justin Turner and his bat. We don't need another player who can play that position on a mediocre basis and should probably be a DH. We got that in Randall Grichuk. Additionally, he would just create a further logjam over at third base. He's going to want more than a one-year deal to come to Toronto. So you can start to see these X's align where we just don't see him being a good fit on our team. Sorry, Blue Jays fans, if you did want him. So where is he going to end up? Well, I think right back at the Dodgers again. I think the Dodgers are going to take a little bit of a look and say, okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to try to make that trade for Nolan Arenado and maybe take on his big contract? And ultimately, I don't think they will. If they do, it's going to be a mid-season around the All-Star break if they do pull the trigger. So are they going to maybe go out and get somebody with less production, maybe even like Travis Shaw? Well, then that's comparable to what you're going to get out of Justin Turner. So why don't you just sign him and appease the fan base? They could be looking at maybe a shortstop and doing the shuffle around with their infield and trying to figure it out that way, but I just don't see that happening. So I do see them signing Justin Turner, rolling the dice that he's going to be healthy, and seeing if that happens. Now, what could make this deal not happen? Well, Justin Turner. I think that the Dodgers are going to offer him a one-year deal with a second-year club option, and I think Justin Turner might be aggressive enough to want a 3-year deal, but firmly enough a 2-year guaranteed deal. So if the Dodgers don't jump on that quick and Justin Turner plays hardball, maybe the Dodgers do something similar to what happened with Blue Jays fans. And I'm going to reminisce for a second. And that's when Edwin Encarnacion wanted that 4-year deal. We offered him a 3. The Blue Jays got a little bit anxious and ended up buying or signing Kendry Morales, I believe. So I could see that possibly happening in this situation with Justin Turner and the Dodgers, but I don't think so. So how much are they going to offer him? Well, I think ultimately they're going to come together. Justin Turner is going to realize with this COVID market that it's going to be a one-year deal, especially with him being 36, but it's going to be a little bit higher. I think they're going to offer him $12 million with a $2 million buyout if they don't go for that second year. And I think that second year will be between $10 and $12 million as well. So total contract value, possibly 2 years, $24 million, or 1 year up to $14 million. So bank it. Justin Turner back with the Dodgers playing third base. Hope everybody stays safe. We'll talk soon. Hit that subscribe button and take care.